Hope you're doing well today. It's I think December 8th, gorgeous weekend, a little bit overcast, but it's been warming up here in the low 60s right now. Normally would not open my bees whatsoever, but I've got 3 little hives today that I'm going to jump in real fast, and all I'm going to do is take a spacer, a shim some people call it, and add to the top of the box, and then add some sugar brick and maybe a little bit of pollen patty, so we'll see. But I'm going to do that and do the in and out real quick. It's been cold here for quite a while, and so while it's heating up, I'm going to jump in there. I'm not going to do anything with the frames. I'm just simply going to get on top, put the shim in or the spacer, add the sugar brick, make sure they look good, and then put the top right back on. Stay with me. Okay, well here's the first little hive. A few bees are in and out, taking a few probably just cleansing flights. I got some pollen patty and some little sugar bricks here. You can see some of them are thicker than others, and I just make those myself. Now you can buy them. This is just what I do. And sorry for the camera angle. This is the shim that I built last night actually, and these are about, you know, to build it, go back and look at that video, but very simple, and it costs you about $2 a piece maybe, nails and everything. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this off. I'm not going to stay in here very long at all. Be interesting to see. I think a couple of weeks ago I did put a little bit of pollen patty and a tiny bit of sugar on here, but I realized, you know what, I'm going to need to build some shims. So I'm going to pop this off. See some bees. Now they're probably not going to be happy with me, I can imagine. That's okay. I'm going to, a couple of bees got trapped up top. Get rid of them. I'll give them just a little bit of smoke. They're going to start getting a little bit upset here in just a second, but that's okay. We're just going to have to work quickly. All right, bees are down in there. They're huddled up. You can still see them on the pollen patty, so they don't really need any pollen patty. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save that pollen patty, and I'm going to take these sugar bricks, put them right up here on top. You can see they're thicker. I'm going to put this shim right here. The shim fits really well. Nothing to it, and just, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to take my lid. That lid, I'm going to bump the lid off. I'm just going to put that lid right on top, and then very carefully I'm going to put the top right back on. Okay, all right, and that's the first one. Now I'm going to buckle this down and make sure it's lined up nicely, but what you can see, as you can see from the top here, it lines up really well. I'm just going to wrap this thing around, tighten it down with my strap, and that's one that's complete pretty quick without really messing with the bees too much. So I'm going to tighten it down pretty good, make sure it fits real nice. Yeah, all right, don't want any air getting in, and it shouldn't. Okay, that's one. Here's the next little hive. You can see a few bees outside, just kind of, I'm going to give them just a little bit of smoke there, no big deal. Pop the top off. I got some sugar brick stacked down here, a little bit of pollen patty. Get my shim over to the side. I'm going to pop this off, just like that. Get this out of the way. All right. Okay, girls. Now, as you can imagine, they might not be super happy with me popping this off, but that's okay. Look at all those pretty bees. All right, so I'm going to take this, and I'm actually going to remove this queen excluder. I'm going to bump them down. Bees are not happy. I'm going to smoke them down just a little bit. Lots of bees. Okay, bring them down a little bit so I can put some of this pollen patty on. You can see how they're kind of huddled up here. That's fine. Put that pollen patty there. I'm going to put some of these sugar bricks on here. Space them in different places without crushing these girls, and see it's kind of thick. That's why I needed some space here. I'm just going to put that right on top, so now they have some food. And make sure the edge is okay, so that this fits well. We'll get the bees off of the outside so I don't crush them. Alright girls, I need y'all to move real quick. I am not going to put the queen excluder back on there. I'm going to leave it off for now. I'm just going to scoot these girls in. Alright, now everybody should be off. I'm going to leave the queen excluder. Actually, let me do this. Let me bump all of these girls off of here. Get this. Trying to be quick, but I want to get my bees off of here that I can get off. Okay. And you know, might be okay to actually put the queen excluder, but I'm going to take it off because I just don't think I need it. But I'm going to bump these bees off so I can get them down off the excluder down into here. Alright, let me give them a little bit of smoke right there. Alright, now let's put the lid on the top. Alright, now just make sure that it's lined up well, and that'll keep them nice and tight in here. Okay, last little hive. I'm going to just a little bit of smoke, let them know I'm coming. Pollen patties setting out. Little cakes. Pop this off and see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to pull the top. Couple of bees on there. Alright, I'm going to give them the queen excluder on this one too. So what I'm going to do is, I like the shim to be right down on the wood, and when the shim's on there, or the spacer, you can't put the queen excluder, and it's fine. I just got to make sure all the bees are off of the queen excluder. Alright, so I'm going to prop this over here. Perfectly fine to leave it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to bump these bees down. Okay. Now, in this queen excluder, I'm going to try to get them to go down through it. Lots of bees down in here. It doesn't look like it, but I can see them all in that middle. And there's some honey on here. I just want to make sure they got plenty for winter here. So I got most of them all. The girls come over here. And what I'll do is prop this next to the bottom. Hopefully they can walk up. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the shim. It was here. Place it on there. I'll tell you what, got a little bit egg. Clean off. Lots of bees in that middle. Looks really good. Alright, I'm going to start putting sugar. A couple of bees don't care for what I'm doing. I don't blame them. What I'm going to do is just put that there. Put some sugar here. Add some more sugar bricks. These are just small little sugar bricks. Alright girls. Got plenty of room with that shim now, which is good. Give them some extra space in here to eat that. Alright, now smoke that. I'm going to put this top back on. These are on the bottom, so right back on there. Okay. And put the lid back on. Alright, and I'll make sure these are lined up really well. Yep. Looks good. It's lined up tight there. And then I'm just going to tighten it down with the strap. That gets us another one with a $2 spacer. A little bit of extra sugar for them. They got some honey, but should help them get through the winter. Okay, well while I'm here, this box right beside it, it has a honey super up top. I don't need to add honey to it, because it's got probably 3/4 of a honey super, or it did. All I am going to do though, since they've been holed up for a long time, it shouldn't mess with them too much here. I'm going to take this off quickly. Add a little bit of pollen patty right here on the top. See if there's some bees up here. Let's see, I'm seeing a few ants out here. I may have to do something to get control of that. Let's see what else is here. Alright, good number of bees here. So what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to take this honey, this queen excluder. I think they're getting in through that excluder. I'm going to put this pollen patty right up on top. And I'm actually going to take this queen excluder all the way away and just put the lid right back on. Now I can see there's a lot of bees on the bottom. And so I'm trying to make sure that bee was coming after me. She's not happy. Alright, there we go. Okay, well, good little visit with the girls. Real brief on each one. I tried to do it as quickly as I could. It's not that cold out here, but I don't want any chilled brood or anything like that. Just wanted to get in, put the shims or the spacers on top of the, the single brood boxes, and then I did add a little bit of pollen patty in there too. Now I'm actually seeing bees bringing in some pollen still, so may not have needed to do that, but hey, I got some cold month or two ahead. Just want to make sure they're good in there, and all the bees look good today. All right, if you like, subscribe. God bless.